Hello. Hi. Hi. Chat. I got a new PB. I got a new PB. For those who haven't already been in my Discord, I am trying to do a demo max mode of Frick Bear, and I got a new PB. 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 Look at this. FNAF child. I literally had someone like comment I shouldn't support FNAF. I was like, yeah, I'm not. This does not look impressive at all. I thought this would look way more impressive. I'm gonna miss it for real. Pimo, look her best. Alright, good night, yellow flower. This looks way less impressive than I thought it would be. You can just listen to the hell that that happens. Hey, Altoid. My power is so bad. My power on this is so bad. I actually have the worst power management in the world. I might need to change this into the middle. Because I notice, yeah, I got this with a clear for the 5 AM. I'm probably gonna do that for the demo max mod, because I don't think I can have the power. I'm not good enough at power to go for no. Awareness. Yes. But I don't really know what I'm gonna be studying today, so we're just gonna do basic art for beginners. Ooh. Pika! I love Pika.
To start, how do you really learn art? What if you get it wrong? Stop. Don't worry. It's not actually that scary. Learning art can get pretty complicated, but I'll try to simplify it and break it down so that hopefully you'll have a better idea of how to get started. Okay, so there's one question that I get asked all the time. Am I too old to start drawing?
No.
Maybe you've already seen people half your age that are already accomplished artists, and you know that learning art is something that's gonna take a while. The answer is, of course not. Plenty of artists start later on in life. Vincent van Gogh started painting at 27, which isn't even late, by the way. The best time to start learning anything was 10 years ago. But the second best time is now. Imagine yourself 10 years later, wishing you had started right now. So now that you've decided to start, how can you actually start learning how to draw? A quick note about tools before we begin. You don't need fancy tools to start drawing. Pencil and paper are more than enough. If you happen to have a graphics tablet, that also works. A lot of the things you'll learn...
Sorry, I'll turn the subtitles.
So don't sweat the details too much. The first thing you can try is drawing from reference. Just find a picture of something you like, or find something in real life. While you're doing that, pay attention to the proportions and try to copy accurately. For example, how large are certain shapes compared to each other? How close are they? What are the angles of the lines that you see? If you're interested in drawing stylized art, it might be easier to try copying somebody else's art. But just remember to give credit if you do. Real life has so many details that can be kind of hard to remember. The benefit of copying stylized art is that it simplifies it all down so it's a bit more manageable. Okay, so we're just copying for now, and it feels like this should be easy, right? After all, you have the reference image right in front of you.
I'm listening to watching because of the did right during parts that teared up a little. Yeah, I fucking I didn't say this because I don't want to spoil too much, but I sobbed during the movie. There was a part where I genuinely started sobbing in the theater, and had to like pull up my hoodie and just like sit there like covering my face, because I was just sobbing hard. Welcome, French Puff. But I'm glad it went well, some person.
Be struggling with this, and that is because your observation skills haven't been developed yet. This, of course, makes perfect sense because you're just starting out. So what does this actually mean? It means that you have to learn to draw what you see, not what you think you see. Those are two very different things. For example, when a non-artist is told to draw a face, they usually do something like this. The eyes are around here, right? But if you look at any photograph of a person, you'll notice that the eyes are actually about the midway point down the head. That's what I mean by drawing what you see instead of what you think. You need to put information into your brain to learn anything, and having good observation skills means that that information is quality and accurate. But there could be another reason that your drawings aren't coming out like you want them to. Perhaps your lines are simply not going where you want them to. Are they wobbly? Or if you're a digital artist, maybe you're pressing the undo button over and over again trying to get the right line. If this is your problem, maybe consider doing some line control practice. Drawing lines as an artist isn't exactly the same thing as writing. It involves a lot more shoulder and elbow movement to get those long, smooth lines. As you keep drawing, your line control will gradually improve, but you can also do deliberate practice, like this. Try drawing straight lines, curved lines, circles, anything you'd like to practice. Then try tracing over those lines you just drew to practice your accuracy. Doing this exercise 1 to 2 times will already improve your control. You can do it as many times as you like. Personally, I still do this now and again. So let's say you're drawing from reference and you're thinking, copying stuff is fine and good, but how can I actually draw those scenes, those characters that I see in my head? What if you want to start drawing from imagination? And I'm here to tell you that you can start doing it by just doing it. Seriously. I know this is probably not what you want to hear, because your first drawings from imagination, they're probably not going to look so good. That's fine. This is a skill that you're learning. You don't have to show anyone if you don't want to. More importantly, if you're not satisfied, you can use this as a learning opportunity. Compare it with a similar reference, for example, and see what they did differently. For instance, here's a picture of a cat I drew from imagination. I guess it's not so bad, but when I compare it to a reference photo, you can see that the eyes are rounder and the nose bridge is a little bit narrower. Even one single observation is enough. Just remember to keep it in mind for your next drawing. Here's something you can try if you want to improve. Try drawing something from imagination. Then compare it to a reference to see what you can improve on, and draw it again from reference. Then draw it again from imagination and just keep alternating between the two. Try drawing it from lots of different angles and you'll start to intuitively understand the 3D form of what you're drawing. But wait, hang on. That sounds good and all, but just do it? Surely there has to be more to it than that, right? That sounds too simple. If you're starting with a blank canvas, how do you even get started? Which part are you supposed to draw first? If this is something you're struggling with, it's a good time to check out some art tutorials for whatever it is you want to draw. For example, a tutorial for an anime head will look something like this. There are artists that don't like tutorials like these because sometimes these tutorials aren't grounded in good fundamentals. At least, that's what I used to think as well. But wait, art fundamentals? What are those? More on that later. When I was watching my partner draw for the first time, there was something that I realized. He was pretty confused about which part of the picture to draw first. You could see by his process how chaotic it was. Like he'll draw the eyebrow here and then later on draw a section of the face. It just doesn't really make very much sense. A good basic tutorial can help bring some structure to the process. It might not be useful forever, but it serves as a pretty good starting point. It's also good for practicing and understanding the importance of guidelines. If you ever find yourself confused about where to begin a drawing, that's where these tutorials might help. So let's say you've been diligently practicing, but then you look at your work and you think, wow, I'm really not very good at this, am I? Maybe I'm not cut out for it, or maybe I'm not talented enough. My drawings look a little bit like the scribblings of a child. Okay, don't panic. It's actually harder to start drawing as an adult for one main reason. Here's a graph to demonstrate what I mean. Assuming you're a learning artist, as time goes on, you get better at art. Your skill increases. That makes sense. But it's not the only important thing here. You also have to consider your taste or ability to judge good art. It also improves as you draw. But that's not the only thing that can improve your taste. It also gets better as you consume media. Movies, arts, anything. Which means that if you're starting as an adult, your ability to see art is already all the way up here. And if you just started drawing, your ability to draw is down here. This means that it'll take time for your art ability to catch up to your good taste. You'll be stuck making art that you don't like for a while. Now, children don't have this problem because their taste isn't as developed as an adult's. They draw not so well, and they can't tell, so they just keep going. And it can be tough for an adult because it'll take time, maybe even a lot of time, before they can make art that they're actually happy with. This is just gonna take a while, so you're gonna have to be patient. Instead of focusing on the final result, try focusing on what you're learning and the meditative process of the drawing itself. And that's it. That's all you actually need to learn how to draw. Just repeating this process as necessary.
I should probably also watch, Pika probably made a video on it, rendering. I really need better help with rendering color. Do they have a video for color? Where's color? I need color. 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 Where's color? Color's right here in chat. Wrong color. I'm gonna pull up a video for me. Wrong color. I've seen this video. So many people got so pissed. I don't understand why. It's so weird that people got pissed that PewDiePie started doing art. It is so fucking weird. Hair tips. Ooh.
Today I'll be doing an in-depth critique of this piece by Mr. Meeple Art, who wants some help with their hair drawing. I'll walk you through the steps I took to go from this to this. I'll be giving pointers on shape design, shading, rendering, and adding highlights.
Go with that you.
This is a drawing from Mr. Meeple Arts. They said that they were practicing drawing hair with this one, and they feel like it looks a little bit flat. Let's see what we can do to
No, I like the hair.
and hopefully make the
That's
hair
cute.
feel more realistic and alive. I think you did a good job. The hair looks really appealing, and I think the face especially is well done. I really like this nose shape. It looks really unique, and she's really cute. But I think it can be improved on a little bit, so let's hop to it. Hair is mostly shape
Reboot.
design. The trick about designing hair shapes is you want
Color
to
AI, give me color.
create as much variation as you can so that the shapes look organic. So what kind of things can you vary when you're thinking about hair? A couple things. One easy one is length, for instance. Like this, here like this, all the same length. Ooh, this boring, right? Changing up the length a little bit will look better, right? This is same length. These ones are different lengths, so that's better, okay? You can change up.
What are the titties?
So, like this is still bad,
Recasted.
but what if we do... Let me make it a bit bigger. Different widths. These widths are all the same. Well, I won't put the X here. These widths are a little bit different. And maybe we can change up the angle as well. There's also the angle, so let me do that. There's so many things you can change. So if you have a strand like this,
The budget.
exactly equivalent strands like that on next to it won't look good. What you want to do is have a strand like that, and then change the angle, thickness, and width, and it'll look a lot more natural. Big, medium,
Okay.
small, except for everything. It's not just size. For hair, it's like length, thickness, angle. So many things you could, so mostly these things, right? Because we're not drawing every individual strand of hair, we're simplifying them into chunks. Also, one more thing you might want to think about, you don't only want
Mo
to vary
season
up the
2? What
width
do you
of the
mean?
hair between different strands. If you look at the width of
What do you
this
mean?
strand of hair, it's kind of the same the whole way down the strand, which is why it looks kind of not that exciting.
It looks like
So
a
doing something like this,
snake.
where you kind of vary up the width of the hair along the strand, will look a lot more dynamic. You see what I mean here? You see what I'm doing? So this is like thin over here, and this is thick over here, and that looks a lot more exciting. Does it apply on both male and female hairstyles? Absolutely, hair is hair, right? So this part is where the whole ribbon thing comes in, because this has no form, right?
Platinum
Which is why
Linda.
if you think about it as a ribbon, then the thinness and thickness naturally occurs, right? Because if you bend a ribbon like
Fucking
this,
Platinum Linda.
you will naturally have these points that are thicker and thinner. So keep the ribbon in mind when you're designing your hair shapes. One
Yeah,
more
Linda's
though.
so fucking
So this is
boring.
something I want to point out that Mr. Meepo did well here. Let's say you keep all these in mind and you draw something like this. Okay, we change up the length, we change up the thickness, the angle, all of these things. Wait, this still doesn't look that good, right? And the reason being, another thing you can think about that you can vary up is where these strands end. These points over here, they also form a straight line here, and unless it's deliberate,
Yeah.
this usually doesn't look good.
Because it's a hairline.
You want to vary up. Just more things you can change about hair. Okay,
Okay.
so with that in mind, let's get to seeing what we can do to maybe improve on your hair shapes a little bit. So I think you did a good job for this hair over here. I honestly wouldn't change a whole lot. I can see you did the sort of like card captor Sakura-ish, like a classic old school anime kind of bangs over here. And I think it's a good idea, but here I think you want to be careful to give the hair a little bit of thickness, okay? Because if you look at it, yes, you want to think of them as ribbons, but not literally, right? So give them a little bit of thickness and the hair will look more natural. Yeah, the air vents, the classic anime air vents. When it comes to shape design, everything I'll be saying here was based on my own personal tastes and preferences. It's not necessarily strictly better, so take and use what you find useful from this critique and ignore the stuff you don't like, okay? So keeping these in mind, I'm just going to start refining the shape of the hair a bit. But I think the bangs are good, I wouldn't touch those. But this section, I think,
You would be
needs a little bit of work.
when
This
full
is good, I like this.
perm
I
shape.
would maybe change this a little bit, change this strand here, I don't like it much. Because it looks too much like that one, like a mirror image. And remember, variation is key, so I'll change it to something like that. And that looks good to me. This little strand here is fine. There's a little bit of a problem here where you see how your hair here is kind of defined into 3 equally shaped segments. Again, you want to kind of avoid segments that are similarly sized, same with this, so I'm going to change them up just a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of move them to the edge like this. And maybe put one a little closer like that. So let me see if I can divide these out a little bit so they're not so even anymore. I'll make this a little bit narrower, have a longer section over here, okay? And there you go. We'll address the rendering in a second, okay? First, basic shapes. I always start with the basic shapes.
Typ med längre och det associerar med brytare.
But remember what I said about ribbons? Right now, this little chunk here doesn't really give, looks more like a kind of hook. This is what I see when I see this shape. Something like this, right? By the way, drawing kind of contour lines like this can be a good way to help you understand the form of what you're drawing. So that's the impression I get from this little hooky thing here. So
Yeah,
let's
wax
try
it
to
too.
make it look more like a ribbon. Just something like this will probably do. Okay, this part is fine, but I feel like the bottom part over here does raise a couple of questions for me. Like, what's actually happening here? Why is there these strands kind of coming out like this? Like, where is the direction of the hair coming from? Where is the origin? I think you did a good job for the rest of the hair. Like clearly, there's
Not
a
just
little
being
part
some guy
here
named
that
Nolan.
comes out in this
Mm-hmm.
direction. Okay, it's pretty clear. That's good.
It's not even moderators.
This
It's just
section,
entire
I want
rerun
a
of the
little bit less
chat.
clear, right? Is it because it's really short hair? So I'll kind of keep it relatively flat.
Okay, I think I understand. Rendering and then yeah. Hey, render tutorial. Yes. Casper. Jasper. I fucking love Blue Biscuit.
And
No.
like this. If you haven't seen the first video, that one covers how to understand and actually draw hair, and this video covers
Oh,
how
okay.
to color
Okay.
and render it. You can use this coloring and rendering technique on any art program. Here are some programs that I've used with it before. All the brushes I've used for each of these programs will be linked in the description, but you can feel free to use
Carl.
your own brushes. The brushes you'll need is an airbrush, so
Okay, as a
round
person,
brush,
take care.
a hard brush, like a pen brush or something that you can use to create hard outlines, the lasso tool, a painting brush of your choice, and then a texture brush. First, fill in my base color with a neutral grey color. So I like to outline it and then just bucket it. The reason people start with this grey base color is it allows them to use something called a clipping mask. This means any layer above the grey base color that is set to a clipping mask will only stay within the solid shape. You can add many clipping masks to one layer, so it's great for shading. Basically, no painting outside of the lines. Add a clipping mask to this grey layer and add your base color to the top. I'm going to go for this red-brown color because the character I'm coloring has like this color hair. But this technique works for any color hair. So pick the base color that we just put down and go over to your color wheel. Now shift your base color down in hue, so the one on the outside, shift it down a little bit. I'm going to go towards purple and then shift the saturation down. So the part in the middle, shift that down slightly towards like the more saturated darker colors. This will be your shadow tones. But since we shifted it down, it will look a bit colorful and add a bit of depth. In my previous video, I told you that the base that the hair sits on is the cylinder, so it's round. Because of this, we're going to shade it like a cylinder. So grab the airbrush and the same dark color we just picked, and wherever the light source is, softly shade the opposite sides using the new color with the airbrush. Think of it like a cylinder, so you can see these are different types of cylinders with different types of shadings. I also like to airbrush a bit of the top of the head since there is like a little bit of a lift where the hair is, and it just adds a bit of fun dimension. Now grab your painting brush and the same color. If you watched the first video, then you'll know what hair flow is. This is basically just the line the hair flows in. Follow the flow with your strokes. Use small triangle shapes that follow the direction of the strands. Don't worry too much about getting it perfect right now. I normally just like blop them down like this because I'm going to go in and render it later. So because the colors are the same as the gradient, which we added with the airbrush earlier, it'll look like a soft extended version, almost blended in. So it kind of like comes out from like the same color down below. So once I'm like almost done with this, I want a darker color, so I repeat the first step. I change the hue slightly down to purple, and then I take the saturation down a bit more, and now I have this really dark color. And basically what I try and do is in each strand I add one or two of this dark color. I don't really have many rules on how I add it, I just kind of eyeball where it should be. But if you want like maybe something more solid to follow, wherever the hair crosses over each other and there might be a dark point, you can add it. So next we can do something fun, which I really like to do. Grab the skin color or the blush color of your character and lightly airbrush it over where the skin makes contact with the hair. Make sure that this is a bigger brush and it's not really small because you kind of want it to blend in with everything around it. So if your character has darker skin, use the undertone. So every skin tone, no matter how dark or light, will have an undertone, so either pink, red, orange or green. and set this up to a little bit of a higher one and then add it to the thing. You can see it's like a little bit too bright, but when you lower the opacity, it's going to look very nice. This technique also works for lighter hair or darker skin. I do not use the original darker skin for the lighter hair. I pick one of the undertones that the skin shows and then I'll add that to it. It's basically just thinking of like the blood cells kind of flowing through the hair. You kind of want to keep this warm tone or cool tone, whichever tone the skin is giving. Then using the same color, I like to make a new layer and then wherever the highlights would be, so I will connect it with this blurry part over here and I will like blend it outwards. See, it creates a fun highlight that way and everything is almost connected now. Using the same light peach color we just had, or whichever color you have, with the soft brush, start adding it to the places of the hair that's furthest away from the viewer. So I really like if this color is very pastel, because I really like things in the distance to be very like almost faded, but I really wanted to blend in with the other colors I have on the hair already. So I add it to where it's further and then I turn down the opacity. Then making another layer above that, I'll grab a blue, purple or turquoise, or all of them at the same time, depends on how I want. I now make sure that the saturation of these colors is pretty high, so it's very colorful. Then I re-add it again to all the parts that I just added that light peach color to. Then I just add it to all the parts that are further in the distance. But I try not to cover the entire peach color.
YouTube and watching YouTube.
Yeah. Depth and fun color variations. You can go crazy with the extra tones, just don't overdo it. A little sparkle goes a long way. Now finally set your liner to multiply and then change the color to a dark purple. So I really like this maroon color. Then I use the darkest color from the shading and I trace over the inner lines, and then I do that with the skin color as well. Remember how we put like that peach color across everything?
I like this kind of art study, this hairstyle. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. Follow step by step. Ew, kick. Ew. No, I'll never become a kick streamer. I had hiccups. What the fuck? Was there a double view of what? Okay, I guess. Yeah. I didn't charge my iPad. Oh no. Okay. I don't think Cade would be good for this study because Cade doesn't have that well of like. He doesn't have that much of Where is my study? Question mark? Oh, it's here. There's balls. Hey. Okay. We'll do this. And then I'll do a quick sketch. Be a replacement actor. I'll draw fish actually, because I haven't drawn much of fish before. I'll draw fish. Because she has more hair that is tuned. I remember once when watching video time, Shimura seemed so cool. Went to China a week before I went to China to move the to kick. Oh no! Why does everyone just move to kick? Like, are you... Kick is just an instant yet no for me because it means that someone does not give two shits about actual, like, minorities. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. It makes me feel like they don't actually give two shits about minorities. It says something about proposing conversation when they've done too much weird stuff on Twitter, so I guess if you're gonna hit contact her and all that. I haven't warmed up, by the way, so I'm sorry. My art isn't doing good today. I can't read it. Reading Graham for first and then to do shit without repercussions. At least feels like that. I'm not gonna fuss too much about the hair and everything. I'll do this. Quick sketch. You keep up with YouTube. True. The OBS is slightly visible behind it. Yeah, I know. I know. Nice chicken scratcher. They made it. How do you do art that good that fast? Practice. A shit ton of fucking practice. Every day, like I'm doing right fucking now. Every fucking day, just like I do right now. It does kind of help that I have characters I already know how looks. So. Let's get some Casper and Casper gets fun foods instead. Casper can't even beat normal Celeste. I don't think he's gonna do art. Well, I'd recognize Celeste. They look so happy. That's true, actually. I don't know why I made them look so happy. First with this, yeah. I får Celeste som köper professionell. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe someday. I don't know, we're just gonna color in. Color. Gonna cast a spell on you? Fish is a zombie, not a witch. There's a difference. Yeah, their skin color looks like this. And then their hair is kind of reddish. A saturated reddish, like that. This. Jeffrey's coughing on me. Well, it's not that type of virus. The fish virus is blood related. It's not air question mark. It's blood related. They infect you through their bloodstream, not through liquid question mark, I guess. I'm just caught on you. Cough on you. Could bite you. And tear to pieces. Depends if she's hungry or not. Okay, what did it tell me to do? First, after laying down bases.
Layer above the grey base color that is set to a clipping mask will only stay within the solid shape. You can add many clipping masks to one layer, so it's great for shading. Basically, no painting outside of the lines. Add a clipping mask to this grey layer and add your base color to the top. I'm going to go for this red-brown color because the character I'm coloring has like this color hair. But this technique works for any color hair. So color pick the base color that we just put down and go over to your color wheel. Now shift your base color down in hue, so the one on the outside, shift it down a little bit. I'm going to go towards purple and then shift the saturation down. So the part in the middle, shift that down slightly towards like the more saturated darker colors. This will be your shadow tones. But since we shifted it down, it will look a bit colorful and add a bit of depth. In my previous video, I told you that the base that the hair sits on is the cylinder, so it's round.
Everything might not
Because
be
of this, we're going
sanitary.
to shade it like a cylinder.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, that's
grab
true.
the
That's true.
airbrush and the same dark color we just picked. And
I
where
prefer
the
the-
light source is, softly shade the opposite sides using the new
Oh.
color with the airbrush. Think of it like a cylinder, so you can see these are different types of cylinders with different types of shadings. I also like to airbrush a bit of the top of the head since there is like a little bit of a lift where the hair is, and it just adds a bit of fun dimension. Now grab your painting brush and the same color. If you watched the first video, then you'll know what hair flow is. This is basically just the line the hair flows in. Follow the flow with your strokes. Use small triangle shapes that follow the direction of the strands. Don't worry too much about getting it perfect right now. I normally just like blop them down like this because I'm going to go in and render it later. So because the colors are the same as the gradient, which we added with the airbrush earlier, it'll look like a soft extended version, almost blended in. So it kind of like comes out from like the same color down below. So once I'm like almost done with this, I want a darker color, so I repeat the first step. I changed the
Jesus fuck. I don't do as much strands as she does. Or they do, so...
The hue slightly down to purple. And then I take the saturation down a bit more, and now I have this really dark color. And basically what I try and do is in each strand I add 1 or 2 of this dark color. I don't really have many rules on how I add it, I just kind of eyeball where it should be. But if you want like maybe something more solid to follow, wherever the hair crosses over each other and there might be a dark point, you can add it. So next we can do something fun, which I really like to do. Grab the skin color or the blush color of your character and lightly airbrush it over where the skin makes contact with the hair. Make sure that this is a bigger brush and it's on.
I just wanted to get into have bugs you and leaves. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think this style does very much. It's fun to do, but I don't think it helps a lot with this kind of stylized hair that I do. Maybe, question mark? Maybe if I do... Hello, you kind of picked your own name. You knew what you were getting yourself in. Emma. What's the Fish Riders? It's a fictional virus that I made up a while back to make a zombie bat. And Fish is a zombie. I think this is better, just doing the gouache all the way. And then doing like little highlights. Or maybe this. Yeah, this looks way better. Character has a very happy life and a very lovely girlfriend. I wouldn't call Sin a lovely girlfriend, but yeah, sure. Most well-dressed zombie ever! That's funny. I love that. I love that. Zombies went basic. I'm just gonna basic shape the rest of her face. Wah, 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 wah. I really like painting the lower part of the face like very blue. Like here. Wise Google. Hulge. Yes. Hulge. Jesus Christ. Become Norway. You are Norway. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we're gonna do our Pokemon studies. Oh, here's my Pokemon study. Jesus fuck. Moland, no. You look fun. You're not gonna let me do that. Okay. If I become the ruler of Earth, can I find him with a stuffed animal? How wouldn't he? I feel like if you don't know how to do that, you're kind of a skill issue. Kind of a skill issue. Thank you, Niall. I mean, don't you know that, stuffed animals are just... They just move on their own. Yes. Why are people eating? Why? What? Why wouldn't people eat? What do you mean, bro? One, time zones. Two, humans. We're not all cool furry anthros in real life. We're not all cats in real life. Wouldn't cats be eating? They would. Yeah, they would. That wasn't the best, That was not the best, Speak for itself to and have a massive moth. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about the moth population. I'm very sorry. Eat the floor? Why would someone be eating the floor? Why do you want to eat the floor? What? No, don't eat the floor. Don't eat the floor, please. Casper eats the wall. He's a bunny, there's the difference. There's a difference to what is humanly allowed and what a bunny is allowed to eat. McDiangless. Yes. We're not just scouts and bunnies. That's true, that's true. Casper knows you're hiding stuff behind the walls and wants a secret treasure. And he seems like those things than humans gonna get. Yes, yeah, that is true. That is true. The three genders, bullet, car, and man. So true. Wooden wall corners. Genders, wooden wall corners, man, female, car, expansion, all of the above.
Welcome to Flumpty Bumpties, it's your time to beat the agony this place behind. Your brain is feeling scrambled, the end is out of sight, but if you hold on longer, you might survive the night. It's Flumpty Bumpty, it's Flumpty Bumpty. It's Flumpty Bumpty, it's Flumpty Bumpty.
Ira problem in face. What? For magic invocation to make off purple fairies. Back to space in my heart, it means you'll have fun. I'm not sure if it's the right move to show you I care. Roll me a script with the passion I don't share. Down with the beat, but no, I'm not a perfect little angel either. Oh, could be a little sweeter. Take you back and I'll show you around. When I take you on a trip to gonna join you down. Gotta have fun. The party's only started, yeah, we barely begun. That's a silhouette in his space, so nice. It sweats right to your core. Scream your name. There's no need to say more. Turn it up. Find a fire and turn on the table. Faces red, my head's overstimulated. Words can't do enough to communicate it. Like a post, cause you are my limelight. Be it spine, I'll beat the bad guy. Do or die, it ain't for the bullseye. Don't know what it means, but if it really matters, to put my schemes. They stole me through the rain to make a other rain when they make a hurricane. Till the morning light. You have the tongue of your people. Alright, Lisa, take care. Who here is a furry? I think like everyone. I think most, if not everyone here. Wait, ping me? Because I miss you. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, bestie. Oh. I'm in bed. Then get your ass out of bed. I want to talk to you. I miss talking to my bestie. Get out of bed. What is a furry? What isn't a furry? You can't define the concept, define the non-concept of the concept. It's IMB bestie. He's breaching the official contract. And I can't stand that. This jacket is very hard, so I'm totally guessing. I'm bowling the fucking anatomy on this at the moment. Like eyeballing it. I also really like this jacket. Cade or Callahan would look so good in this kind of jacket. Just very complicated.
Someone said pussy bad for me. She said she gon' pass it over. Come on. Yeah.
I'm out of bed.
I'm on them antidepressants. We feeling good today. Maybe I'm gon' give her some attention. This lady batshit crazy, yeah, she want me no protection.
It's Bebinos. Baby mio.
Hi.
Hi.
I haven't been awake long.
Okay.
So, what do you want?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Ow, wow, 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 wow. That reminds me of Kirby. Like, can you not hear it? Just ow, wow, 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 wow. By the way, it's a PB 15 out of 20.
Yeah.
I still have one over you because I have Puppet. Haha.
I mean, technically, I could beat that very easily if I just had the Phantoms.
Yeah, but I'm going for the I'm going for the Demo Max mode. That's not fair. I don't have Phantoms on Demo Max mode. That is such a bitch move.
I mean, I was doing friggin' staying in the office except for friggin' 2 camera flips. So if I had the Phantoms, that would basically be the same difficulty.
I have the Puppet. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you.
I haven't even eaten.
I don't fucking care.
Also, you not caring about me eating?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. The Tabaxi made in the current short D&D chose to have a flaw that allows them to upcase Fireball one level above what they normally would. Fireball! You roll a d20 and just kill the entire team. That reminds me of the
It would.
That reminds me of the one time where I was in a D&D campaign and we were up against a couple of like baddies, and my friend got like a really high number, but ended up hitting my other friend who was in front of the enemies. So we almost killed our own friend.
I mean, that's kind of result. You need to have better strategizing.
Well, he just wanted to cast a spell, and my other friend was trying to talk to them. Nat 5 and Muller appears. Every Nat 5, a moth appears.
I will maybe consider adding Puppet, but that's going to completely break my entire cycle that I had.
Puppet is not that bad, to be honest. I struggle more with Spring Boy.
You say that, but Puppet is going to it's not Puppet that's hard, but it's the fact I'm going to have to do, like, Cam Flips, which is going to activate Toy Chico, which is also going to activate Golden Freddy, so that's one more vent animatronic that I got to bring put my mask on for the fifth time.
Golden Freddy is just make it natural to put on the mask every time you're down the camera. It's fucking easy.
I already have my mask on like every 2 seconds.
Welcome to FNAF!
It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't make it hard to freaking hear everything.
Well, but my worst roll was me casting a really difficult spell. I don't remember which one it was. And I had like a 4. I landed in that 4. I rolled a d20 and landed a fucking 4. Imagine that 4s in a row. Jesus fuck on a stack. You have the worst fucking... Jesus Christ. Master Magician? It also only affects the caster. That is funny as fuck. I love that.
You will be happy to know that I have food, and I will add Puppet once I'm done with food, okay?
Let's go.
Which is essentially adding 3 animatronics, but we both.
3? Where are you adding?
No, it's that my 15 strat had the friggin' stalling strategy where I just stayed in the office.
Okay.
you don't really need the camera for anything outside of buying the Death Coin for Toy Freddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can hear friggin' Freddy's cues, you can close the door on Foxy and etc. etc.
Yeah, that's true.
I only actually did 2 camera flips for my 15-20 run. The second was because I friggin' bought the our Skippy clock thing.
You're making me want to play her.
You're the one who just asked me if I would do friggin' 1620 with Puppet. So you're the one who brought it up.
Meow. Hi, Mia. You're making me want to play it. Fuck me, Jesus. You have plans to last a tough day? Yeah, let's go. I seriously anybody to complete with a short 1 to 3 campaign session. That's fair, yeah. And this is with the D-pad. That's fair. Yeah, it'll take more time. I'm trying to get it on my dying computer so I can mod it, but to make my computer probably die or something. Okay, chat. Enzo made me fucking moderated. Blame him.
You're the one who brought it up.
Well, you're the one who made me motivated
Uh-huh. And how did I do that?
by being mean and bullying me.
When did I bully you?
In my head. You said, you better do this max mode or I'm gonna be so angry.
I did not know you were creating false.
You said that.
Also, can you please put on the Salvage soundtrack? Please.
Yes, fuck. Sure, this is gonna be first try. 16, 17. It will be 17, then those two are the only ones I'm missing. It's gonna be first try. Or play. Digital Predators. I've already played them. I've already played them.
You don't need to open the cameras to start, by the way. I mean, for the audio, maybe, but not for the friggin' reset on the music box.
Yeah, I passed it. I posted it. I posted it into it. Yeah. Persona 2 music? I don't know. I can't hear the fucking music over. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
You can increase the music.
Why don't I want to increase the music?
Because Salvage OST is very good.
It's loud. All of this.
Imagine not being able to tell what side Freddy's on.
This is why I don't stream it, because I can't talk. Jesus fuck.
Do I remind you that I literally talked to you with my voice last night? As you were typing to me.
Mm-hmm. Please don't regret that.
You make an adorable corpse.
Resident New-ish Telltale remake makes any of the fifth by Night games look play their chance by comparison. They get stuck in a furry con.
Now what is
What did I even do there? What?
Es el conejo que usualmente es la presa.
You took it off too early.
I know. I just don't know what the fuck I tried to do there. I didn't know whether the door was closed or open. Fuck me. How's the secret to be furry? Say meow a bunch. Incorporate meow into your everyday speech. to know if you're pro or not. I feel like the fact that you're here kind of proves point. I'm gonna be completely honest. But that might just be me.
I mean, they could like trans content
Yeah, that is true.
or Celeste content.
Yeah.
That's better.
Hi.
Who was that directly in your office?
I don't know. I think JJ got in.
Which would explain how you friggin' died.
Pretty much.
What do you use the audio with for?
Chica and the other animatronics.
I don't tend to do that, but you know, fair enough. All the bed ones you have on at this point have really distinct sound cues.
What?
You were the worst.
Oh, right. I opened up the door for fuck's sake. The fuck does Freddy have to laugh about, honestly? He's like laughing so much. Nothing could be, yeah, nothing could be that funny. Like, brother, calm yourself.
I mean, you could also be like, why did you get it from it? Like, why does Little Foxy go to your window every time?
He wants to be nice. He wants to be polite. He wants to be like, hi, I'm about to attack you. Remember? You're just watching a silly mo edit. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. He's laughing at how funny I am. I'm very funny. Foxy knows some people are not perceptive. He's the kind neighbor and greets you before mauling you. I guess so, yeah. True. I didn't know when my door was open or closed. Fuck me.
You can kind of know based on the battery. There's a little indicator that indicates like how much power you're using. You can go off that.
Right, yeah. Friday, it's not that funny. It is not that funny, my dude.
I mean, maybe the laugh is an intimidation tactic.
That is the worst intimidation tactic ever.
I mean, it's effective.
Is it?
Yeah. Makes you panic, close both the doors.
No, that's Endo. You should fire that guy. Didn't know which door was open or which one was closed. Fuck me.
Oh, ye son of a biscuit eater.
If you are in trouble with Foxy, don't you think it would be easier to just like stall him?
More camera flaps.
No, I mean you could do like every single time you open the camera for Puppet, you switch over to cam 3.
I need to be quite fast for that to work. That's Endo.
Foxy normally makes a pretty distinctive sound when he's in your office. At least that Foxy.
Freddy, it is not that fucking deep, bro. Oh, fuck. Oh, that is good. A really bad, really bad fucking power out. That was a really bad power out. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you need to get more power.
I know. My usual strat for power out is to have both the door and Vanny Mask by that point, but I wasn't prepared enough.
Is that really cheap for like a bunch of power though?
It's more safe. Maybe Freddy's just watching a funny FNAF meme compilation. That's true. Maybe he is, yeah. It might be, yeah. Brother. Epitome of multitasking. That is so true. That was a really good Black Cat as well. Fuck me. Can I stall? No, I cannot stall. He is about to kill me. There you go. I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was saying, do you like really have enough for all that?
I should by the end of the night, yes. How much did I have by the end of the night?
I wasn't fully.
Let me check. I recorded. How much did I have by the end of the night? 59 tokens.
Oh, yeah, you definitely could then. Actually, a very, very, very sad death. I'm not even.
Yeah, I would have had enough. That is great. That's great. I'm glad. I'm actually happy. Even if I died, I'm actually happy at that. Because that proves that if I keep my head cool, the only thing I think is the hardest part is Springtrap. Because in between possible, like, all of the, in between all of the runs, I'm probably never gonna have the time to actually flash him. And with Endo being almost instantly after Foxy, it's very hard to get the time in between to check the two of them. Tried playing this game for a bit, but as much as I thought I would be, I'm not sure the gameplay is my thing. That's completely okay. Good run, now do it again. Springtrap is one of the last animatronics that I need to add.
I mean, do you really need to redo this night?
I think.
Yeah, I know it's like.
Yeah, for PB's sake, yeah, I know. Because it is so punishing that Endo is a part of this.
True.
Because both Shadow Bonnie and Spring need that.
And Foxy.
Yeah, it is really, really punishing. I want to listen
And
to
you
something
also get-
else. Nightmare, ooh. I think I'm gonna add cam radar so I know where people are. Wait, if I'm gonna do that, I'm actually gonna do this. So I can get a start on Spring Boys
Okay.
cycle.
Are you gonna have that for the full night? Oh god, that is.
Mangle, you bitch. I'll motivate you if you win, I'll drink water or something.
Oh my god.
Fair enough, I think. What am I meant to do with you? That is a very bad power out this early on.
I mean, isn't getting it earlier better?
When I'm no... Yeah, I don't fucking know what happened there. Oh, it broke. The game said, no, I'm done. Good night. We're all going on a hunger and thirst strike until you win. You will never eat or drink again. What do you mean, bro? You're never gonna eat or drink.
Need screen share whatever you open it.
Discord broke. Give me a minute. There we go.
Yay.
I agree with Bread, brother in Christ. I like the nightmare. I have to get this. There can never be any more conversations about eating objects. Chat, you guys are the ones who like studying those, not me.
It says the person who really loves giving the fun fact of whatever weird things you've eaten. You can't say you didn't enjoy that.
Good point. Oh, and yeah.
Completed successfully.
Please ramble about F1. F1 is before F2. You know what comes after F2 though? F3.
They could be talking about friggin'
Fish?
Formula 1, which
Oh.
is a racing thing.
I don't know anything about cars. Who do you take me for? Is this guy?
For the record, you can like cars and not be just a cis guy.
I know, I only know one person who likes car and he says. Today, quali was rollercoaster and Martin. Russ got pole position, Lila Caracas from P2, Madden Haraga P5 and P6. Whenever I see P5 or P anything, I think of Pantheon.
You would.
It's just, oh yeah, this person got Pantheon 5. Wow! The hardest Pantheon of them all! I'm so proud of you!
You know, this makes me want to do friggin' ultimate ending.
Okay.
But then I'm reminded that hair pairs exist.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. Position, okay. That's good, right? Position. It's like F1. P1 means like position 1. You won. 1 is a winner. 2 is
Dinner.
dumb.
2 is eaten.
6, 8, 9. I'm not that funny, I know. That is not a good power out. Oh yeah, I opened the door for you. That's kind of dumb. So I have to wait till Endo's done. Break it 4 times with Fitzgerald difficulty. I have wanted to do Fritz. I really wanted to do Fritz. Because it would be really fun to have that difficulty unlocked. I don't know why, it just kind of speaks to me. I'm gonna grab a drink and we'll talk.
Fish. I don't know, man. I know, right? This is bullying. I'm sorry I'm quiet, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do my best, okay?
Why is it so quiet? Is that quiet? He's not that
You probably
quiet.
have your audio settings weird.
He is not that quiet, chat. That is literally. I'm putting it higher, okay? I'm putting it higher. Holy shit. That is so demanding. Holy shit.
I mean, you are the one who just commanded me to speak.
When the music gets too loud and you guys are listening to fucking Stimulation Overdrive, don't fucking blame me.
What drink did you get?
Same as usual.
What now?
Same as usual. Pink Monster.
I don't know what that is. Oh. Clicks directly on the mangle camera.
And so to sit and roll over. He's more dog-coded than me, honestly.
What? How am I dog-coded?
You are dog-coded.
I do not see how, but okay.
What? Yeah, what am I supposed to do here then? With a debate on the animal coded I am. Yes, suicide from the tank to return martial to the advantage to the stone temple to make day after day and alpha and make a boss fighter and keeps going. You're cat coded, you're dog coded. And this is very dog coded. Is he flea coded?
I mean, I did kind of have a discussion in your server. I said I wish I could have the Wallbit profile picture. So...
You ever suck blood from a mammal is the comment I read. Brother in Christ.
Like, I wish I could get a Wallbit profile picture, bro. Yours is so cute.
217. That's halfway there. That's not that bad. Then there's a guitar God burner, ray gun, an entire training yard section, a bouncy area, and the dope ads you can't just stay here and kill them all climax. Why not? What if I want to? Why not just murder them all, right? Right, that works. Spiel is perfect. I feel like I'm in a flow, but I'm always so fucking aware that there will be like a para section, and I'm like constantly like, I'm trying to keep it in the back of my mind, but there's so many things I need to keep in mind when I play this.
Okay. Well, what do you need to keep the blackout in mind for?
Because it'll limit my vision on both Toichika, Shadow Bonnie, and Spring Boy.
Mm-hmm. Can't you see Springtrap just fine on the cameras?
Endo.
Oh. Just get enough coins to death coin that guy and then buy the thing that re-gives you the same item. So you can death coin Toy Freddy.
You can't death coin 2 characters. Huh?
You can. There's a shop. There's a thing. The death coin disappears, but there's a thingy in the shop. It costs like 45, I think. It basically like gives you the same item back. You might have to check the store for it.
Probably, yeah.
Just check the store when you start this run.
I did not see anything that would remotely look like that, but okay. We ball.
I mean, it might be worth going into a night that doesn't have like 20 animatronics on it. Just so you know where it is if you're going to get it.
Mango. I think I'm gonna protect this camera instead. I thought I cracked. I thought I took her.
These bloodstains do not fit my luck.
Hi, Highland. The point where the enemy spam is incessant, current punishment starts at the point in the middle of the floor, sir. What? What? Oh, by the way, chat, I'm gonna be doing a new series. That's gonna be like every Sunday, I think it's gonna be, where I will post sketching video where I just like sit and sketch and like talk to people and like answer questions and stuff like that. The first episode will be out tomorrow, actually. Beep 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 beep. Can I? Brother in fucking Christ. Always save a black hole for current punishment because they need to survive. The entire level launching orbit strikes that I'll be just saving for the specific fucking level. This! So if you want me to answer questions, I'll probably do it there. And you can comment and post and stuff. Members will get it today. Normal just followers will get it Sunday. And you'll be able to ask me questions and I'll answer them next time. And yay! It'll be pretty cool. I'm gonna try and keep it 100, and then next week you guys are gonna get a video again on Monday, I think it works out. I don't have a thumbnail for it though. I should probably make that thumbnail. Shit. I need to make that thumbnail. Oh no. But I think that's gonna be the end of stream. I need a break from this absolute overstimulation bullshit. Turns fucking appropriate is rotated 90 degrees. Yee. So if you have any like stuff you want to ask me, just ask it there. I'm gonna try and limit it down to one question per person so we can get through everything, but that is just if a lot of people got a comment. But if not, I'll just probably answer as many as I can, and then maybe next time I'm gonna answer all the questions and stuff like that. So I do hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, watch my latest video, watch my piano thing, because I'm low-key kind of proud of it. I did not expect myself to like piano, but it's been very, very calming. It's been very calming. Might do more of that at some other point. And you guys have a good night, good day, or good evening. And see you guys tomorrow. I'll see. No, not tomorrow. Wait, what day was that? I'll see you guys Tuesday. Yippee! Do you have any closing words, Linda?
No.
Fair enough. Bye-bye! Thank you to Viewstar, Zero Droids, August Illegal, Cinema Roll, GT Warden, Kidley 5963 Animal, Color Printer, Sarah Skelly, Sky Commission Sherby, and Diddycat Meow.